Je t'appelle après, s'il te plaît. Je t'appelle dans 2 minutes. Oui, j'ai dit que je t'appelle dans 2 minutes. I don't know what's wrong, but it's like something is going wrong with my Facebook, and it just cut off. It just cut off. I used my phone, but something just happened. It has not been happening for a while. First of all, it's like there's some fishy things happening on my phone. Yeah, there's some fishy things happening on my phone. But I pray this one doesn't go off. It's like my Samsung phone. There is something I will check it out after. I'll check it out after. So please just click share. Hello, Vincent Ngwa. Hello, those who are coming online. Hello. Please, let's try and click share. Let's build the audience. I think something has been tampered on my Facebook, but I will know because I've changed from Samsung to Apple, and I see it's different when I'm using Apple, and when I'm using my phone is different. So, no, not water stabby. I cannot give up. Don't bother. I cannot give up. I just need to upgrade my software on my phone. I will, because all this Android stuff, they can easily work on you. Even those which you add as friends, they can easily work on your this thing, because if you look the pace which when I use my Apple iPad to come live, the space which my audience come up, and the speed which when I use my Android Samsung, it shows that something is going on with my Facebook somewhere else. Apple is secured. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, you're welcome. Maybe I'll start back again, because I'd been live for almost some few minutes, almost about 30 minutes that way, trying to explain some things, but it was unfortunate. My connection cut out. I don't know if it cut out. It just freezed. My phone freezed. My Facebook freezed, and I could not continue talking. Well, for those who are coming online, let's wait for about maybe 2 minutes. But click share. Let's invite others who will be joining, because what I'm about going to say again, I'll start back from 0 point to what I was actually saying. It's regards to this our revolution and what some of our fathers are doing, and the activist platform, because in this revolution now, my people, we have a God-given revolution. A God-given revolution, and you, the people, are the ones which have this revolution. We, the activists, are just ambassadors of the revolution. We are just, and if you, the people, don't give us time to make you guys see the flow, see everything, open everything in the revolution to you to choose how to lead the revolution, then we are not moving. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, as you're joining, please click share and invite others. Today is Sunday, so others can come in, others can join us, and let's pick this thing, because we are one family. They say all for one, one for all. That is what we need to do. And if we are all for one, one for all, they say if your brother do wrong, you know, if you take that your brother, you show him, you go try for proof for people, them either for family, for mommy, or for papa, say your brother do wrong. You understand? If your brother do wrong, you know go come anything your brother want talk, you counteract he. Only for proof mommy say no, he do wrong. No, then finally you go make mommy think and say no, but this your brother self. Why you be say you know they give it space, make it talk. So una for inside this Ambazonia revolution now, una be wa papa, una be wa mommy, the people. And now what I don't tell the people, say how una go choose for get a very good leader. Even in Valentine Etare, even into everybody who is coming. Eileen Ravel, evening to you all. For those who are joining, please just keep clicking share. Let me get my pen. Please, let's click share. Those who are following us the other side so they can join. And those who are coming from the other side, because I know those who are in Prince J. Kato want to join. So let's click share. So Southern Cameroonians, without wasting your time, because today is a crucial evening. Today we get the acting president where it go launch Mezam. We get Chris Anno, our humble Secretary of Communication, we go come. And then we get Dr. Cho Ayaba. Dr. Cho Ayaba, we go come today. We get also our brother, the way they died yesterday for Bali. I know yesterday with the picture of Campbell, they don't die since. Where they born them. My brother, the way they born them for Bali. We get activists, the way they don't stand independent from politics. Activists, the way they don't put Ambazonian first, where their platform now the people's platform. We get activists the way that they play politics. Activists the way that they see do in a group. Activists the way that they play politics. We get revolution where they look at now we get for give victory for the revolution. So that's very important. Now the few points and that way I go the one to try for put them. We also get the people we now for help we for make we be able for unite the revolution for all if because we're not the force for unity, but we want to make una the people una see people the way they want unity and people where they don't want unity. So the first thing I go first talk for this thing I say I go back the people of Ambazonia, I go back our leaders them, and I go back everyone for the revolution. Say make una give time, make una try for give these activists, these independent activists, the platform the way they feel proof to una leaders the way they want work for una. You understand? There are two things we want time for our leaders and what we don't talk like time. We don't talk say one leaders the way they be humble and one leaders the way they go work on behalf of the people. Humble, accept unity and collaboration. Now the thing that I'll be talking last time, my people. Now, why I come promptly live channel because I don't realize and say we Ambazonians now we were self for the take spoil the struggle. Now we Ambazonians. Either this leader the one counteract this leader, or this leader the one counteract this one. Either this leader the one overshadow this one, or this leader the one overshadow this one. At the end of the game, we all end up in the mess because the people now the only people where they feel judge which leader be good and which leader feel bad. We the activists, if we stand independent from politics, if we help the people, you understand? If we help the Ambazonian people for know which person the one work with them for their heart and which person the one work with them based on some affiliation. You understand? And which person the one work with them based on an affiliation, then that one it go better. Now, the first thing way I want to come, I beg me personal call me, I beg me personal call. I don't get plenty time. I don't plan this live show, but I know like I made it happen. So because our brother did die, I don't plan this live show. So I just come urgent. So the first thing I go talk as I go start back from my point where as I be done the talk before where would it build the audience. And the first one I go want to talk now on the name Ambazonia and British Southern Cameroon. Ambazonia is a good name, but no international government no Ambazonia. Ambazonia is a very nice name. It's a name where me myself I don't fall in love. You understand? But there is no Southern Cameroonian. There is no international government. I mean Southern Cameroonians where you know that name. That name Ambazonia doesn't relate to our history. That name Ambazonia is just the name of a part of Ambazonia which is called Ambas Bay in Gardens. You understand? So the name is a sweet name for we when we get independence. But as of now, I talk this one for IG and every Ambazonian, we need to go back to history. When you want victory, you have to go back to history. Now, what is the name which we're using before independence? That means when we're under the trust territory of the British, that was what? British Southern Cameroon. You understand? So we need to go back. The one simple logic I'll tell you guys, which after studies and thinking and research, I think Biafrans have been struggling, but they have not won their revolution, is because the name Biafra is a name which it didn't exist during that colonial period. They don't regard it as it exists. Even though maybe it existed, but they don't regard it in the international scheme. Even though they fought the war, but it's still difficult for them. But we have an opportunity because British Southern Cameroon was a trusted territory under the United Nations before independence. Now, when a people want to make the international world know that they have come back to their senses, when a particular people want to make the international world know that they understand the games which they are trying to play, they take them back to history. Now, going back to our history, there is no day in our history right from the 18th centuries where British Southern Cameroon was called Ambazonia. No, there was no one. So, as of now, I'm pleading to the interim government and to every Southern Cameroonians, let's give back the appellation which was given to us before independence. That's former British Southern Cameroon or British Southern Cameroon. So that the international world, everybody who studied history know that part exists. You understand? Every person who studied history know that that part exists, because there is no place in the history of Africa. Even if you go now, go and look country under West Cameroon before independence, you will see they'll put West Cameroon, they'll put British Cameroon, because that was the name. And I believe when we start using those names in all our official documents, it will start. Because now, when we go and deliver documents in the international world based on Ambazonia, they'll ask you, what is Ambazonia? They'll go to history, because that's how, even though it is clear we are Ambazonian people, but they'll go to history, they'll ask Britain, what the territory you guys had, was it named Ambazonia? The British will say no. It was called former British Southern Cameroon. When we took it from Germany, it was called Cameroon. So we don't know any place called Ambazonia. We know about former British Southern Cameroon. So these people who are coming, we don't know them. It's simple. They will go to history, they cannot find it. But when we have victory, my dear people, please, if you're joining, click share. I will not be long. When we have victory, we can then name that small part, that what beautiful land, Ambazonia. When the victory has come, we can say, okay, we are done with history. We are done with everything. We are done now. We are a free people. We are an independent people. And we love the name Ambazonia. Ambazonia, we love the name. So we are moving from British, because the name British Southern Cameroon, it looks like we are still under colonialism. So we want to use Ambazonia when victory is guaranteed. But now that we have not gotten victory, that name can be used by the international world. That name can be used by politicians. That name can be used by individuals and NGOs. That name can be used by lobby firms to block us in the aspect which we want to guarantee victory. Because all our documents, all the documents we have back from the 1964s and the 1963s and the 1950s and 1940s and 1955, it carries the name British Southern Cameroon. It carries the name West Cameroon. Even after independence, we were still called West Cameroon. If you look, most of the words which come out from Honorable Wiba's mouth is West Cameroon. Most of his words. Most of the words that come out from the Honorable Wiba's mouth is West Cameroon. So Ambazonians, we have a good fight. And why you see me coming prompt live today without informing any person is because I want to start eradicating some confusions. And I want to start making the people of Ambazonia to be independent. First of all, before we go to activists and we go to leaders, you, the people of Ambazonia, need to be independent. You need to be independent of any politics. And the first thing you, these people, both home and diaspora, has to be thinking is about those who are in ground zero. You don't have to be thinking about anything. You don't have to be thinking about leaders in diaspora or what. Any word they say, you have to just evaluate that word. If that word is putting the people back on ground zero first, that's what you have to do. If any leader comes online and talks to you, and his messages is not based on ground zero first, and when he gives you ground zero first, don't come and just say he has spoken about ground zero. Take him by his words. We are people of former British Southern Cameroon, and we need to learn to copy the styles of our mentors, despite the pain they have afflicted upon us, despite the left without giving us independence, despite the left selling our birthright to French Cameroon, because it's because of Britain we are suffering today. So even though it's that, but we need to learn from them. And the first thing they do is the citizens hold their leaders to their words. They hold their leaders to that word. And what is the word? The word is not all about coming online and speaking, or as an interim government IG will come. We have promised you guys we'll bring a tsunami. We are going to bring a Armageddon. We will bring this, and then you the people, and then you the people are just busy counting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Why you say yes, sir? You need to give him 2 months. You start asking him. Say you came this date and you said this. What have you asked to say? This should go to all the leaders. This is how I told you guys last time, and you guys saw the result of what happened in Washington. I said when you hold your leader for Ikanas, just as how my secretary said to Munzu, when you hold it for Ikanas, you go know say that time who be leader and who not be leader. But when you the people no hold leader for Ikanas, then you give the leader laxity. The leader will come for online, can talk for now all political things the way if he talk and they go off. But when you hold him on his balls, he will know the people he has are intelligent people. For now, you Ambazonians have not proven to the leaders you're intelligent. While sounding Cameroonians, for those who are joining, please click share. Click share. I have some few things to correct before our leaders come live to talk. So please click share as you're joining. So when you hold your leaders and for their canals, they're going to say you be wise. So today, as from today, you Ambazonians which are watching me, don't go and follow leaders on. I've said it countless times, and why this revolution is slow is because of you Ambazonians. When you are going to listen to your leader talking, go with a pen and a book. Go with a pen and a book. When you're going to watch your leaders talking, go with a pen and a book. Don't just go empty-handed and watch. Now, when he's talking, don't take the sweet words. Take the words you have to hold him. The first thing is unity. The second thing is collaboration. The third is victory. You stand nebully, what is he saying about unity? Because we need unity down. You watch all his words if there's anything about unity in it. The second is collaboration. You watch to see if he's willing to be humbled, if he's not pride, if he wants to work with his brothers. That's the second thing you take down, collaboration. What has he said about collaboration? You copy. Most of you went to school now, or the book they want to go, he passed for this side, so he come out for this side. Most of you guys went to school. The book way una go learn as una dey call una self, because una own be good na for come for people they are post. When person dey struggle, even na for some still way they do am. This is something will happen. He one post, maybe he makes some one error. Una own book na for can correct people for Facebook. Una own book they don't know for how for all leaders. They kill una people also for ground zero. That means una own book no know how for when some leader want talk, you study holy for a point. Una be able for do am for America and UK. One demonstrate una the carry una self come out. But for go wait when leader they talk holy una no fit do am. Saudi Cameroonians, let's grow up. That's the first thing. Now, to activists, when I don't see some activists, they don't even form. But I'll be very happy to say, you the people, you have heard that activists them, you don't show them, you have shown them that you are the people, you have the power. I'm happy. For those to follow the last show which I did, which I came on live and I talked to you guys about isolation. Isolation has to go for activists. Because when activists are independent, you, the people, will know leaders who work for you and work against you. Get this. When activists are independent, you, the leaders, will know who work for you and work against you. But when the activists come online and talk about politics of groups, either contradicting the IG, insulting the IG, going to other groups, insulting, you, the people, become confused. You, the people, become confused. So I want to say great thanks to to our papa them, our mommy them way. They don't take them upon themselves this week for make sure say any activist way they come online for can insult and destroy. You not even partake. That's it. And I want to say big kudos to Mark Barata and Eric Tato. I feel say for now, Mark Barata, Eric Tato, Kemi Ashu, Yannick Sikot Hudson. Now people in that way, they don't stay themselves independent of politics. 1 minute, please. Thank you. Those are people the way they don't stay independent of politics. I'm sorry about that. They don't stay independent. They don't belong to politics. And that is where unity in a revolution starts. Unity in a revolution starts where activists stay independent, independent of politics. Independent of politics. That's it. Independent of politics doesn't mean you sideline with one side and you leave the other side. No. Independent of politics is you tell this man you are bad, you tell this man you are bad, you push them towards unity for them to work together. That's it. Because as of now, it's ground zero. Now, the next thing I want to really talk is, which brought me life here today, and I did not like it, was the aspect that some few days ago, Dr. Yabacho said he's coming live. He posted on Facebook and said he'll be live. Now, we have been having differences, and we have had activists which have stood independent. I don't want to be calling too much name on my live show. We have activists which have proved to be independent, such as Mark and the others, Eric. They have proven to be independent from politics and group. You understand? Dr. Yabacho and all other leaders, they have not proven to us they want unity. They have not proven to us they want collaboration. They have not proven to us they want to put Ambazonian first. Now we, the activists, are struggling to be independent so we can make you the people to judge. You understand? We want you, the people, to be the judge and not us. That's why I came live today very urgent. And if you're watching me, please try and do share, because all those things I was saying before were just brief introductions. So we, the activists, are struggling. That's why we don't want you, the people, to confuse us. We want you, the people, to be focused, and then you watch. Now, what do we want you guys to watch? We want you, the people, to watch the leaders which are putting you first, because as of now, our people are dying. And once we refocus with unity, we'll be able to strategize. We want to say kudos to those on ground zero who are doing a good job. So now, if you watch some few days ago, Dr. Yabacho wrote 2 days ago that is going to come live. So I've been following it up, and suddenly I watched again yesterday night. I did not even take notice, but it was called on my notice. Yesterday, Secretary Chris Anum, our great humble secretary for communication, he came and said he'll be live today. Some few hours ago, I saw also the interim government put out a post that our AIP President Sako will be live launching Mezam County at 9 o'clock. Okay, my people, let's say today is weekend. We have maybe some good diplomatic allies, which maybe will be relaxing in some beer parlors and in some areas of leisure to follow up the Ambazonian or the British Southern Cameroon. I don't want to use the name Ambazonian for now. Maybe I will use British Southern Cameroon in bracket Ambazonian as I do on my Facebook post. Maybe some diplomats will sit somewhere in their leisure and want to follow up. Now, they find out that at 8:30, Secretary Chris Carr-Ambazonia comes live. At 9 o'clock, Ayabacho comes live. And at the same 9 o'clock, our AIP is taking people it's going to Zoom to launch Mezam. My people, what with that international diplomats, and you just say they don't know what they are doing. Now, let me not even go to international diplomat. Let me first start with our 8 million Ambazonians. Our 8 million Ambazonians, if these 3 events are happening in the space of 30 minutes, all of them will be confused. Some people want to go to Zoom to support Mezam. Some people want to stay to hear what Dr. Ayabacho will say. Some people want to go follow Secretary Chris Anum. And at that point, they will get the message dividedly. And when you get divided message, you are confused. There is no unity. You understand? When you get divided message, you cannot judge. And that's why Ambazonians are confused right up to today. Everybody watching me, even the 8 million Ambazonians, are confused because some people are not there when a leader is giving speech. They only come after and come and hear what somebody will say. And if that person doesn't pass you the message very well, you take what he has said to be true and you will believe that until you cause some harm. And that harm you have caused, you don't know if it has demoralized another person. That is why I came here today. And it's very, very bad. It's very, very bad. And this doesn't only has to go for the leaders, it has to go for activists. If activists has to come live, you go first on your timeline. Say, oh, is Eric Tato live? Is Mark Barata live? It's Tapang Ivo live. It's the other one, Kapo. Any person you see live, even no matter whether the person is speaking for the good of the revolution, stay quiet. If possible, share it on your platform. Share it. So the people will be able to go there and go and hear what is saying. Now, you, the people, when you go there, what you are evaluating is if that person is putting you, the Ambazonian people of Ground Zero, first. That's the way we will get victory quick. Now, you, the people, when you go there, you will check. You say, oh, what is this man saying? Is he talking about Ground Zero? Is he talking about unity? Is he talking about collaboration? And if that person is not saying that, you don't share that video. You don't push that video to another person. You don't invite. You just stay mute. And if possible, you only write comments of correction. Now, that person sends, when he watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, comment comes and he keeps talking. You don't share. The next person follow you. Now, the one thing which is bad about Ambazonians is they don't know how to follow their brothers. Some of you have stayed in Europe and America for 100 years, for 20 years. But you have been there. America has, you have passed through America. America has not passed through you. It's true. You have passed through Europe. Europe has not passed through you. Because when you are somewhere, you copy the lifestyle. Yeah. When their brother talk say A, you know if you see another person come out, can't before that person want talk B, he go don't evaluate the way that brother talk A, except say no match. But when you go for some place and say no, T-way number A the talk. You only want a many your own kind of front. You go stick well, you know see that person he do wrong. Those are the things we need to start correcting. Those are things we need to start correcting. Those are things we need to start correcting. So that when we do like that, you find that the activists will become in shape. Look like now. I just want to give you a good example. Some of you are saying, oh, maybe this is doing this in activism, this one is not doing this. For example, look the way we activists now. If you take note, if you are a good judge, if you are a person who wants Ambazonian to have victories, British Southern Cameroon to have victory, you can take for now and you will know which activist is standing for the people, which activist is playing politics since the last day I made my last video about that. If you are somebody which have Ambazonian, you have this British Southern Cameroon revolution at heart, from the last day I made my video, you will know the activist. If you are not biased, if you are not somebody of a divided spirit, if you are not somebody of a tribalistic mind, from all the activists, you will know the few which are not working for the people. You will know the few who have chosen that if it's not their group, it's not in. And such people, you the people, you sideline that person. I said it here last time. I said, if you don't share, you don't like, you don't invite on activists who don't put Ambazonian first, you turn out correcting the activists. Now, you see that the way you guys have acted, you guys act on some activists, but you don't act on the others. I see when Mark Barata does wrong or Eric Tato does wrong, you guys are quick to go there and comment, correct them. Some of you don't even like their thing. Some of you don't even share. But when it comes to those who are causing distraction, I don't know why you guys don't do that. You guys don't do that. You don't even do that. Now, you instead leave the bad message to go, and then tomorrow you come and say, oh, it's the activists, it's the leaders. Whereas you, the Ambazonian people, you don't judge very well. You, the Ambazonian people, you are taking us behind. So what we are trying to do here, we are trying to lay a foundation that you, the Ambazonian people, will know how to judge. You will know who is standing for you, who is putting Ambazonian first. If our leaders, if you, the people of Ambazonian and Southern Cameroon, British Southern Cameroon, was putting Ground Zero first, then we'll not have those children who were killed. We will not have everything like that. Some people will not stand today and say, oh, we don't know how this revolution will go. No. Some people will not do that. Some people will not. Now, if not thanks to the ground soldiers who are struggling to make sure that victory is attained, we all, a God-given revolution, if God doesn't help us, if we are not focused, some of you are pushing us to another 100 years of colonization. if God doesn't help us. So the people of Ambazonia, be smart. And I want to still take this time again. I want to say kudos to my brother Mark Barata. Really, for the long time I've known him in this revolution, this period, he's doing a great job. I believe the blood of our people is really touching Mark and Eric. I want to say kudos to Eric Tato for your humbleness. That's it, Mano. Mano, that is it. Look, sometimes I always say humbleness is not weakness. If the people of Ambazonians are wise, they will know your apology was for them to see a green light and know who the others are. But because they are not wise, some of them are just moving, prostituting from comments, joining La Republique, fake Facebook to destroy the revolution. They are not even smart to read the line that you apologize because you want them to see if the others will be humbled. You apologized because you wanted to see if the others put Ambazonian first. But instead, what was some doing? Some were going inside and joining La Republique Facebook to do all kind of nonsense. So Southern Cameroonian people, please be smart. Now, getting back to our leaders, I'm begging on Secretary Chris. If it's that Secretary Chris Anum has to come live, he should come at 8 o'clock. He should come at 8 o'clock. So that by 8 o'clock, the people of Ambazonia will follow him. If they can take 15 to 30 minutes to build the audience. So before 9 o'clock, Secretary Chris Anum will be done. Now, the people of Ambazonia have already gotten what Secretary Chris will be saying. They already know what Secretary Chris' message is all about. A wise Ambazonian, today is Sunday. You'll be preparing to go to work tomorrow, so you are relaxed home. What you will do is you take a white piece of paper like this. You go, as Secretary Chris Anum is talking, you are copying down your points. Because the revolution now is like a church. Some of you, I don't know if you go to church and you take down notes. You take down your paper. You copy what Secretary Chris Anum is saying. And then you keep. Now, before 9 o'clock, maybe Secretary Chris Anum might finish by 5 minutes after 9. By then, Dr. Cho Ayabatu is coming live. Now, when Dr. Cho Ayabatu is coming, that first 5 minutes will be there to build the audience for Dr. Cho. Now, you, a wise Ambazonian, which have been long in Europe, you have copied the European style and the American style, not the American, your own style going through what you have copied from them. You let their own style, which is of good evidence to the struggle. You take your pen and paper, you sit. What is Dr. Cho Ayaba saying? You are not there to pick up his words because before he comes, he has planned his speech. You are looking at 3 things: unity, collaboration, and Ambazonian first. Ambazonian first to come under humbleness. That's what you're looking. Now you start evaluating his speech. When he speaks any word that is above you, you take a dictionary. You go and look at the word in the dictionary. What does this word mean? That is what a true patriot does. At the end of his speech, you are able to know where Dr. Sto Ayaba stands. If he stands for the people or if he stands for himself and his group. You draw your line. You mark 1. You have learned something there. You go now. If people from Mezam, they want to do their launching, you log into the Zoom. You go there, go and support them. That's how people move. That's how we do, and that's what the activists are trying. So I'm begging on Secretary Chris. Maybe it was done with error. Because what some people will see now is like, oh, maybe because activists have been saying, people have been saying, Dr. Cho Ayaba is not putting Ambazonian first, so people now just want to overshadow him. You make some people think somehow. Or maybe because Dr. Yabacho has not been accepting unity, or Dr. Yabacho has been proving this way, you make now some people just say, that's why you see the interim government is coming at 9 o'clock and Secretary Chris is coming at 8. That's the kind of call, that's the call that made me come live today. I never had no intentions of coming live, but that was the call that brought me live. Somebody just come and say, Prince, what are you guys doing? Have you gone on Facebook and see? Ayabacho is coming live at 9 o'clock, Secretary Chris is coming live at 8:30, and then at the same 9 o'clock, President Sako is going to launch Mezam. What is all that? And I was short of words. I only had to come live and say, but let me talk to Ross. Let me talk to Ross. So all of us, we need to think. We need to think. So Southern Cameroonians, without taking much of your time, I thank for those who have joined here, and I'm sorry, this is how the revolution is now. I don't need to put on the time on my Facebook. I'm coming live, but we have to do this for the revolution. And I want to tell you, the people of Ambazonia, if this struggle fails, before you point a leader, and for those who are commenting on my Facebook, as I've said it last time, if you are an Ambazonian, you don't like a leader, disassociate yourself from the leader. You don't like an activist, disassociate yourself from the activist. I want it, let it stop for people going to Facebook and go and start making posts. That's unnecessary distractions. You understand? They are unnecessary distractions. People on ground zero are paying the price. I think we just used 1 week to prove our point to Barrister Bobala. We did not take more than 1 week. When Barrister Bobala left jail, we just took 1 week to make our points known to him. And after that, we disassociated ourselves from Barrister Bobala. So why is it that it is so difficult? Or some of you too who are following us on Facebook, you are not different from La Republic agent. Because some of you really take us back. You can make your post for 1 week, you talk about somebody. After that 1 week, you are done. You know you have made people to know who the person is. You focus on something else. But well, Southern Cameroonians, we are moving forward. Despite all that, we are moving forward. We have the Sokarev, which has come. Sokarev is Southern Cameroon Relief Fund. This Southern Cameroon Relief Fund is a fund which people be paying to. Those who want to participate will pay $2,000 to $2,000. It's a fund which, when it will be raised, it will be used for we to have good sugar canes. And these sugar canes will not be the kind of ones you guys know. So I want to encourage you that if you want to be of Sokarev, and this initiative is not by leaders. Sokarev initiative is not by IG, it's not by any group, it's by activists. That's why I want you, the people, to support independent activists. Don't support any activist that is not independent of groups. Any activist that has taken an oath to be part of a group, remove yourself. You see, since the day we, the activists, came into this thing of county by county, you see the way it's going. Some Fiji people are there to destroy, but you see the way county by county is going. Since the day we, the activists, that's why I want you, the people of Ambazonia, to stand and make sure that you observe every activist, because that's the point which we can grab on unity. Because when the activists are not associated with groups, they will always bring you guys unity and success. See, for example, for the few 2 weeks, activists have not been with group. We have had Sokarev. They have called and said, ACT, it's just a sham. ACT should be destroyed before they talk about IG. Those are good points you pick out from activism. That's the basis of activism, to analyze the positive things in the revolution and the negative things. Now, when they analyze the positive things, they push it forward. The negative things, they bring it out to the people and let it be destroyed. So if you can watch, you will realize that at these few days, activists which have made themselves independent of politics, putting Ambazonian first, they are giving you good results. So what you, the people, need to do, you need to support their platform. Like as Mark Barata is going to UK on the 8th to launch his book, you need to go there, buy his book, because he has already made you guys, not only that, he has told you guys that the money will be sent to ground zero, half of the money, 50%. He's there also pushing the struggle forward, because somebody might take that book and read the book. That is what you and Ambazonia need to do. Not to only come on Facebook and say RIP and say, oh my God, oh my brothers are dead. Your brothers are dead. What role are you taking? You're just sitting there waiting for God to come from heaven and come and give you British Southern Cameroon or Ambazonia. That days have passed. The days have passed when God made manna come from heaven. Or the days have passed when people see angels. Angels now appear in human form. They don't come again from heaven. So let us be smart. Be smart. The next thing, I think I'll be done. The next thing I would like to say, as of now, is Southern Cameroonians, we are winning. You have seen the Ambazonian whether it's crypto type currencies out. That's good. We are going forward. But remember, some of you which are very weak, because I know black man like a sweet story. They don't know that in everything you need to pay a price. Black man like for just the yes, say, oh, everything the work is sweet, everything the work is sweet. No. Yes, our brothers have died. We feel the pain. Some of us activists cried yesterday. Some of us have weak souls. Our souls were weak throughout the night. We could not hold our emotions, but we will not come on Facebook and cry. Some have even cried on Facebook. But that doesn't mean we are not holding victory. Have you guys heard what the Red Dragons did in Libya Alem? Did you guys hear? Despite we come online to tell you guys about what happens, but we have victory. Do you guys hear what the Red Dragons did in Libya Alem? Did you guys hear what happened this night in Monia? Did you guys hear? We are moving. So even though we come and tell you guys about certain things, don't just be there and waiting to get discouraged. No. Ask yourself each day, despite what I'm hearing, is there positive? Yes. Why they burned our brothers down in Bali? The Red Dragons sent their own yesterday, more than 40 in Libya Alem. The two which left, their legs were not even balanced before they left. And it's because of what Libya Alem is organized. And that's the same thing we want to do. That's the same thing all of us want to do. Because if we become organized, if we give activists the space, because we the activists feel the burn of the people. Some of us, the activists, talks with the commanders on the ground. Some of us talk with the people on the ground, and we know what they are going through. So that's why I see most of the activists have stand out. They have gone out now to become independent. And that's why we want you, the people, to make sure that those who are still affiliating themselves to group or have taken oath of allegiance to group, they should be ashamed because you will not share their post, you will not like their post. You will push them to join the other ones which are independent, just like Mark Barata, just like Eric Tato, just like me, Prince Jaka, just like Sikod Yutsin, and just like the county-by-county approach. That's what we want. So those who are telling you, Ambazonia, this, La Republic is feeling the pain. Remember some few weeks ago, a general came and said every day people are dying they are dying every day. When you see them carrying such act, it's because of pain. Because they say when man burns some person, not say they don't actually burn his own. Before you want to see them start burning houses, that means they have suffered great losses. Great losses. And now they want to use those burning to destabilize you psychologically. And now what is it? You a wise person, when you see those things, yes, it will hurt you, but you have to be a man. You have to be strong. Because if you become weak, as some of you are becoming weak, some of you quickly run as the Israelites wanted to return back to Egypt and suffer. That's what La Republic wants. Bia wants that when he burns, he knows we'll be quick to pick it up and put it on social media. Some of you will see it and then you'll be quick to shiver. You'll say, oh, see the way they have burned those guys. Will Bia be in power for the rest of his life? Even Bia stays there, the next 7 years, Bia will not be able, if this God in heaven is not alive, he will not be even able to walk. If this God in heaven is alive, because his nemesis is coming, there's always a day of reckoning. There's always a day. No matter what you do. I've always repeatedly said it in this my show. Those who work with Aijo to kill people, most of them are not alive today. There's always a time for you to be great, and there's always a time to fall. The fall of a great man is the greatest thing in his life. If you look, Mugabe was not stupid. Mugabe realized that he was about to go down, and he left out like a great man. But Biya has failed, because throughout the reign of Biya, he has done the worst atrocities at the end of his reign. The end of the reign of Biya, he has done the worst atrocities that Cameroon has ever witnessed, even in the days of Aijo. I'm not sure they will witness that. He has killed children. Cameroon in their history, I don't think they have witnessed war. They have witnessed genocide. Aijo's time, they just saw coup d'etat and everything. What we are seeing now, even when our forefathers were surely facing the German, that's when they saw what we are seeing now. And the pain Biya has left on Southern Cameroon, let me tell you, my brothers, even in the next 100 years, those who think like if we go down now, it's a lie. Even in the next 100 years, this thing will wake up. Tell Biya like that. Tell Musonge. Tell Ikema. They say, you know they use bandage for cover cut where you never dry. Tell them so. You know they use bandage for cover cut where you never dry. Because when you use bandage cover them, pulse where they come up for that cut, it go hang for day. And by the time you want losing that bandage, that cut go open back. So tell them, so I think that way they want do. They want take bandage for tie cut where it never dry. The day where they go unloading that bandage, that cut go don't chop inside, so take that hole go deep. Even 2 capsules or 3 capsules no go fit cover the hole. So Southern Cameroonians, don't be discouraged. British Southern Cameroonians, don't be discouraged. Do not be weevil. Don't shake. Don't grow weary. Do not. If your forefathers went weary, they will not be able to walk out of Enugu house. No. I am a son of the soil, proud. And this revolution, we will win. The greatest thing in a man's life is to stake out his roots. So what you, the people of Ambazonia, needs to do, as you go out, don't go and listen just to words from leaders. Take it a responsibility to hold leaders to accountability. That is where you, the people, have failed. Most of you go out, hey, you hear people coming, you're excited. But you have never seen one day an Ambazonian in this revolution hold his leader to accountability. I've never. Because I've seen, I can name you lies. Lies upon lies I've seen from leaders in this revolution, including the IG. I can name you lies. But I've never seen one morning Ambazonian people or a woman or a man remove a voice note and say, oh, Mr. Chris Anum, you said in your prayers that you give us tsunami. Tsunami did not come. Dr. Cho Ayaba, you have been promising us Ambazonian for 8 years. What? I've never seen people doing that. No. Instead, they wait for the one that will discourage people. Then they start picking. That means you, the people, are a disgrace first. So now is a time of reckoning. Let all of us be wise. Let our leaders take them steps. Let the people be the judge. Thank you, Ambazonians. Thank you for this. I believe we have had some small times, and you who have been watching me, you feel motivated. So get up. Know we are winning. We are winning. All we need to do is to make sure we upgrade our ideologies. We upgrade our strategies. You understand? We need to upgrade our strategies. Get enough. You see what they are doing? We do need things that can make their ground shake. So you know why they are feeling relaxed? Because they believe Ambazonian doesn't have anything that can make their ground shake. They know we have just Dane sugar canes, the one the way they take and find animal for bush. So it should be a duty for all now. After that die way happened yesterday for Bali. Now duty way if you did inside Ambazonia or you did diaspora, it can for be a duty for make sure say you find way for your boy and forget to sugar cane or forget to better thing the way if you make La Republic made it sleep so. Tell me say that die for Bali not hurt you. Tell me when I want to for Facebook now they watch me. Tell me say that die for Bali not hurt you. It hurt you. It hurt me. Now why do people cry yesterday? But when you cry and you forget the past, then you are not a man. A man who cries today seek revenge another day. So we Ambazonians, to be silent doesn't make you a fool. People they did for this life if you buy them today, they shit on quiet. But they go react after 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 year, 1 month. Now so we get for do. Now when I don't see my brother their cops. Not before take appetites or for take pride for take and the share and for Facebook as I see people that they do the share. No. Now for ask yourself. Say now when they don't kill them, how we do if we do them back? Now so it happen. When they beat Papa Pikin, you know the shit don't quiet. If you go find the man who beat the Pikin, either for back and back or you beat it or kill him. So wait till I get for do now. Or I get for go for una counties. Any place where you want belong, if you want belong for 13 counties, go there. So mommy, that mommy will call me for France. I want to say kudos, mommy. I never know you, you never know me. You ask my number, you call me. You tell me say my pikin, I don't say as the key owner. I get 200,000. I want to divide them for 3 groups. But I don't know for do am. And yesterday, mommy, you go sit down for bank. I see as you struggle yesterday for bank, you struggle. You say my pikin, I don't know PayPal. But make a divide them. If all Ambazonia and this woman, the way they watch me, they be get that habit like you, mommy. They for stand for all these leaders and tell them, say, oh, when I want to be disgraceful man picking. But as soon as I see them, I hope say their eye they go open. So, mommy for France, mommy France, I just call you so. I want to thank you so much, mommy. You motivate me yesterday. Say, even though some women, they don't fail, but you never fail. You never give up like mommy. So, Ambazonians, rise up. Go back to your homes. Prepare the soil. Prepare the soil. Don't hurry again to act. Don't hurry to act. Take your time. Struggle, make your body again better sugar cane. Sugar cane, we know they make noise. But if you take 100 people for down, nothing and for the struggle. Sugar cane, we know they make noise. Go for your county, do and so. And be strong, because victory is ours. Victory is ours. Don't be shaken. Do not be shaken. Well, that is my little motivation I wanted to give you guys today. And I pray, God, that you will stay focused, you will stay strong. Because a man who cries and go away in fear will never be bold enough to face the enemy. But a man who stands in front of the enemy and say enough is enough. La Republic is trying to colonize us. And when they colonize us, our children and our great-grandchildren will live in pain for the next 100 of years. But we have one opportunity, is to stand strong. Bear the pain. Act in secrecy, because we own the land. They cannot transport all man for inside north, make enter and balance she done now. They no fit. Now we will get Southern Cameroon. So, my people, more is coming. I assure you that more is coming. So do not grow weary. Stay focused. Thank you, Ambazonians, and have a blessed Sunday. Thank all those who came online. Thanks all those who came online. It has been really a tough evening trying to pass my message. I hope our Secretary Chris will understand. I want to thank him for his great job that he's doing for the people of Ambazonia. And I pray we make sure that no matter what, we are brothers. Let's always make sure we give orders for them to show the people of Ambazonia what they have, and let the people of Ambazonia be the judge. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, those who have been watching me, don't forget this evening we have 3 great people who will be coming live. We have Dr. Yabacho who will be coming live. Go under there. Even though some of us cannot comment, but I'm not worried, because I'm not shaken. I tell people who they are. Even if you block me from commenting on your page, I'm not worried. No. It's better for you to be my enemy, but let you take my correction. So, and if I'm wrong, you to give me your correction. It's better I take you my enemy, but I've learned something from you. So even though some of us are unable to comment, there is not a worry. Go there. Even if I'm not commenting, I have my paper with me. You can see this is my paper. I always have it. I will go there and I'll be taking down my notes. And I believe all activists will be there to hear what he will say. If you put Ambazonian first, you put unity and collaboration and be humble, then we know. If we go there and it's not, then we know the next step to do. The same with all activists which are playing surrogacy and activists which have pledged their oath of allegiance to groups. Soon we'll be coming for them. Soon. I have their names. I don't want to call their names. They know themselves. Soon we will attack them. Very, very well. We'll join the people of Ambazonia to face those activists which have paid oath to allegiance to groups, and they don't want to put Ambazonian first. So it's no more far again. Leave them to be ranting on Facebook. They can go online and be calling the IG left and right. We don't care. Once we are done with the leaders, we the few activists which have stand independent from groups will rally more, will form a strong bond, then we'll face those ones which are playing group this thing. And I believe then their brains will come. And if you, the people of Ambazonia, stand with us, when we go for that battle to make them, you too will join us. So we shame them for not putting their people first, but instead coming to play allegiance and do politics in diaspora, which is not their home. So Ambazonian people, victory is ours. I smile telling you it. Despite we have lost people, but victory is ours. Stay focused. Support one another. And for above all, support our leaders. Let's no more insult them. Don't insult them. When our people judge, we only isolate them. Isolation is the best. When you go start insulting somebody, you make him wild like a beast. If we continue, I myself, I fall in that form. I've insulted people. I know. But they say as a child grows up every day, you become matured and you get to know more other things in life. Insult doesn't change a child. You make a child becomes more heady. But when you act with wisdom, you isolate him. You give him words of correction. Through his isolation, he'll be like going through the wilderness and he will understand many things. So you, the people of Ambazonia, that is what you need to do. And that is what you need to do. We need to support our brothers who are paying the price, and we need to isolate any leader that doesn't want to work with the ways of the people. Do that. Do that. Put Ambazonian first, and I tell you, victory will be guaranteed. So do not insult leaders. What I did here today was just for we the people to have a joint force, because if I would have taken my phone, I have Secretary Chris Anum's phone number, I have a President Sako, maybe I would have taken my phone and say, okay, let me write Secretary Chris. If I wrote him as one person, it will not do that much. But if we write Secretary Chris, all of us as a group, it will do such a great much. You understand? If I wrote Secretary Chris, I say, oh, Secretary Chris, I think like, oh, Secretary, the time you put is just 30 minutes to Dr. Yabacho's time. If you go live, and before you want to build your audience, Dr. Yabacho too must want to come live. Secretary Chris, maybe you would have not, maybe you would have just said, Prince J.K., let's just handle it like that. But if we all hear 150, 140 people storm Secretary Chris and say, Secretary, please come at 8 o'clock. It's we the people. He will not have no choice. He will say, okay, my people, I will come at 8. Then we tell the people of Mezam, we know Dr. Yabacho will not be long. We will join you guys at 9 o'clock or at 10 o'clock. Please, give us some time. Let's come and hear Dr. Yabacho since he came first. Now, it's not because he's greater than everybody. It's not because he's greater than the IG. It's not because he's greater than the Mezam people. But we give him priority because he made us know first. Then now we go to there. We go now to hear. Whatever he says, we'll go and hear. But before that, since Secretary Chris is coming first, we start with Secretary Chris. Because Secretary Chris says he'll come at 8 o'clock. And 8 o'clock comes before 9. So we'll follow Secretary Chris, while we be the audience. And immediately we hear Dr. Choya by his life. We switch to him. We hear what he will say. From there, we switch to Mezam. That's how we walk. Oh, my people. I wish I was God. But man cannot be God. If I was God, I would just command the spirit now for just come off for up. Man, not talk like some person where you don't go insane. I wish I was God. If I was God, I would do that now. I would just do it now. I'll just change everybody's mentality. All these 141 people watching me, I'll just change all your brains. I just say, this is how I just program you like a computer. So my people, I think I've done my best. That's all I could do. And may God bless you all. Somebody say, advise our boys to be in different spots, not at one spot. Yeah, we will do that. Thank you. I think that message you're giving, some people have already passed it to them. Thank you very much. Please support your IG, and above all, put Ambazonian first. Ambazonian first. You can see the boys too from Kondengi. I even forgot. Your president, President Seseku, is in jail. He's giving a lot of motivation and courage to those. Those who are in jail have had the source of inspiration now. So we need the same thing outside. If our president Seseku can give those in jail such spirit, then I think we who were outside, we need to give them more. Because if they see, they used to write us, they ask, hey, Prince, how are things going? Prince, is there any good news? Prince, is this like this incident that has happened? I could not even respond to one yesterday to tell him what happened in Bali. Because that's something which, as they are in jail, it will demoralize them. So when they even just write me such thing, I just tell them, brother, everything is fine. So that's the main thing I'm crying. Activists should be independent, because once we are independent, we'll be able to straighten some things. But now, if we don't do like that, our brothers from jails are asking, how are things going? How are things moving? What reply will you give to them in that situation? Now they see President Seseku, they are all happy. Now we need to do the same thing outside. Let them be getting good news so their bones will be revived. So my people, please stay strong and have a good week. We keep on moving forward. I love you, and bye for now.